have you guys been explicit so far about wanting to win a championship this year? And
yeah, I mean, absolutely.
What does success then look like? I mean,
a championship.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Caitlin, we know the goal is always the championship, and you'd rather skip the personal glory talk. But let's be real, somebody's got to toot your horn, so I'll do it for you. After a rookie campaign that felt more like a Marvel origin story, 62 records shattered, dragging a team from the bottom of the standings into the playoffs, and still finishing fourth in MVP voting. Caitlin Clark should have walked into 2025 as the clear MVP frontrunner, but the media? Oh no, they clung to their comfort blanket, Aya Wilson.
I'll say a couple of things. Do I expect A'ja Wilson to be A'ja Wilson again this year? Yes. But I also know there is such a thing as voter fatigue. They don't like giving anybody MVP 3 times in a row. They barely like to do it 2 times in a row, let alone 3 times in a row. I just don't see it simply because of voter fatigue. Like it just is what it is. I also think that Caitlin was putting it together in such a way last year. They're only going to get better. And now they've got a full off season together. I could 100% see this happening. Caitlin Clark winning MVP.
But now the shift has arrived, and it's loud.
We are right there. Caitlin Clark is officially the favorite to win the most valuable player.
FanDuel, BetMGM, and yes, even ESPN, after months of shady behavior, now have Caitlin Clark leading the MVP race. Not tied.
I'm here to chase greatness. We're here to claim it. Our ambitions don't fit into headlines or highlight reels. So if you thought we arrived,
2 more for Boston.
Now you know. We're not here for the moment. We're here for the takeover.
Even the media folks who spent all of 2024 rolling their eyes and pretending they didn't see the explosion happening in Indiana. Yeah, they're slowly lining up now. Suddenly, the tone's a little less smug and a lot more, wow, Caitlin might actually be her. The fans already knew. We've been screaming it for months. Caitlin Clark isn't just good. She's rewriting the rulebook. So what's behind the sudden turnaround? Easy, everything. Every sign, every stat.
Start with our 2025 WNBA MVP, and that has to go to the one and only Caitlin.
We're about to watch Caitlin go full supernova, and the league isn't even ready. But before we dive into this dominance, hit that like button if you think she's taking
I really think that this second year for Caitlin Clark is going to be like nothing we have ever seen. She has had an entire offseason to train, to get into the gym, to work on things that she struggled with during her rookie.
Caitlin's rookie year wasn't just impressive, it was disrespectful to Logic Point's 62 records. Let that number marinate, and the crown jewel? The all-time WNBA single-season assist record, as a rookie. That's not just elite. That's absurd, and she pulled it off while being public enemy number 1, the most analyzed, criticized, and televised player in the league, dragging a rebuilding...
Like, she broke the record for assists. I don't think people really understand, like, how crazy that is to do as a rookie, your first year doing it.
Then came the Olympic break, and Caitlin turned it into a statement.
Look at this. These are the top 3 scorers in the WNBA since the women brought home gold in the Olympics a few weeks ago. 2 of the members are of the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell.
Post-snub, she went ballistic, 23 points per game, carrying Indiana like a backpack through the playoff push. And she didn't just elevate her game, she leveled up the entire roster. All while under a microscope that would have crushed most players, naturally. Everyone with a working brain figured year 2 would be even scarier, but then some analysts got brave. Bleacher Report's WNBA expert Newcast Duncan, put Caitlin 5th in his 2025 rankings, 5th, below Alyssa Thomas, who averaged a thrilling 10.6 points.
Clark at 5 is crazy to me, and it's crazy to me just off the rip because if we look at the MVP voting from last season, she was number 4 in MVP voting. It was A'ja, Nafisa, Brianna, and then Caitlin.
Why? because apparently ranking Caitlyn higher just felt like too much. The same tired, she hasn't won a ring yet argument. Sound familiar? That's the exact logic ESPN used when they said she wasn't a top 5 college player of all time. Even though she literally broke the all-time scoring record, carried the sport into the mainstream.
Here's the thing. Love Caitlyn. Love how she's transcended the game. I'm not going to go away from that. But in the Open,